So, welcome to a hobby update. I've just finished my late British infantry, based them up. Only two sections, second lieutenant, the artillery observer, and a little Piat team. They're going to be also part of my Konflikt'47, and I've got this British armoured infantry section which I'm going to be opening up and having a look at today. I won this as a prize for best painted in a local tournament for my Africa Corps. You've probably seen it in the battle reports. If you haven't, check it out. It's a nice little army using artisan infantry figures. So we're going to unbox this and have a look at it. So be right back. Alright, so what do we get in the box? Opening up, and we've got a sprue of bases, so 10 of those. There's 8 of the heavy infantry to the box, so you get extra sprues on the bases, so that'll always come in handy, 2 of those. So we get 8 bodies. 8 bodies, 8 heads. And I suppose if you were looking at it, you could swap heads with any other of the Warlord stuff. I would think the Australian heads, or Gurkha heads, or any heads to be quite honest, so that's useful. Separate arms, so you've got 8 of the, I think what they are, the Vickers guns, and then the other arms, so 8 of those, 1 pointing, so obviously that's going to be the officer. So, white metal, having put them down on there, they seem all okay. The casting seems pretty good. I'm not sure how much flash on the guns I have to take off, but the actual models themselves are quite nice. Can't see very many mould lines on them, which is always good news. Whoops, sorry about that. Video's swaying a bit. Doing this with the iPad, so it's not always easy. So, yeah. 8 bodies. So, just got to get the super glue out and start putting them together. But should be fun, should be a bit of a addition to my Konflikt'47 stuff. So, I'll put some together and you can have a look. Thanks very much. Okay, so I've done a little bit of filing underneath and hot glued them onto their bases. And as you can see, what you actually get is 4 posers for the bodies. Let's put a bit more light. So you get 4 posers, and in this box, randomly put together, I would have thought, I've got 4 of one each of 2 of them, and then 2 of one. So there'll be a little variety within the squad, and once they're all based up, they'll look fine. So yeah, as I was putting them on the bases, I did a bit of filing down at the bottom just to make it a little bit less pronounced. Not too much though, because the basing material should merge in with the lips. But the models themselves are really nice. Very little flash at all on them, and the only bits of flash I really noticed was the bits which were on the base, and I've taken them off with the filing. Seams or very few, which is really good news. We'll be moving on to sticking on perhaps the heads or the arms next, so we'll see how well they look with the flash. Okay, so we've put them together. I've forgotten how tedious it is gluing metal figures together with super glue, but all done. Arms are on. So next stage we'll be giving them a bit of a base coat. Normally use Humbrol Dark Earth, so I'll be running with that. The only trouble is it's really cold and frosty in the UK where I live at the moment, and it's not too good for spraying miniatures out in the garage. So it's going to have to wait for a little bit of warm weather to come through. So yep, these are there, ready to be primed whenever I get an opportunity with the weather. So the weather's finally improved in the UK, and I've been out into the garden and given them a quick spray, and I've painted them up now. Not overly 100% happy with them. The varnish has sort of muted the colours a little bit within it, so I might have to think about just giving them a bit of a touch up. but they're ready for the game and they're all okay for the table, and there should be a nice little addition to my Konflikt 47 infantry. So what next for the army? Well, I think I'll give you a quick view of my heavy walker that I have, and the next unit I think might be the robots. They seem an interesting little addition to it, but we'll see what we've got. So I'll cut it here with the heavy infantry, and I'll go get the walker and I'll splice that one in. So here we have the Grizzly for a size comparison with the heavy infantry on the base. I've painted it up and put the decals on it, so it's looking pretty good. It's magnetised so I can take it apart for easy transport, but that's my Konflikt 47 new units that I'll be running with the army. For some regular supports I have the Cromwell here to paint up, and that'll be an addition to the army and give me some better firepower, some more anti-tank. So what with the Walker and this, that'll be the anti-tank side. The heavy infantry have got medium machine guns, so that'll be infantry suppression, and then I've got the regular late infantry just to be the basic foot sluggers for objectives and things like that. So that's the basis of my Konflikt 47 army at the moment, and I hope you enjoyed it, and please hit the like button, share if you wish, and subscribe. Leave any comments below and I'll get back to you. So thanks very much for watching. Hope to get back onto the battle report next week. Hope to have a game next week with Colin before we go off to a Cams Bridge Too Far, which is a big tournament in the UK happening on the 11th of March. 100 players at this tournament. We went last year and it was great fun, so hopefully it will be the same this year. So see you after that, and hope to get back reports up again next week. Take care.